Welcome to Detroit in Black and White. This is our Wednesday edition. Here with Allan Lengel from Deadline Detroit,
Hey, hey.
Jim Nardone. How you doing, Jim?
Good Wednesday evening. I'm doing fine, thank
And,
you.
and attorney Vanessa Moss. Hello, Vanessa.
Hey,
How you been?
hey, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. This is Thanksgiving Eve. So happy Thanksgiving Eve to everyone. If you're watching our show today, we want you to like, subscribe, and share. You can catch us every Wednesday and Friday evening from 8:30 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. and every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 o'clock a.m. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome to Detroit in Black and White.
Well, I want to listen. We come on these midweek shows, and we really don't get into what we talk about on Saturdays when we say, what is our outrage of the week. But I just had to say this, that, the Harris campaign paid Al Sharpton $500,000 for an interview. And what did we do wrong? Why we didn't get into that? But no, seriously.
He always manages to put himself in situations where he is getting paid.
But they already know that this is what he does, and I ain't mad at him. No, I'm looking at how Vice President Harris' campaign imploded, because since February, when I was talking about there's nothing in the city where I saw the campaign, the state campaign or the coordinated campaign for the Democrats, they did not, and they raised all this money. They did not invest in people and organizations, etc. And I said, it's going to be a problem. And it was a problem. Yeah. They paid people like Al Sharpton, and Al Sharpton, that's what he does. That National Action Network, listen, NBC, they know what Al Sharpton was all about. Al Sharpton is about making money. He's not a journalist, never been a journalist, never wrote a piece. He's a guy that he's out in the street. He's making money.
I got a question for you.
And they kissed his ass this whole campaign, and they paid him $500,000. Listen, if you can get it, good.
I got a question.
That's why they lost. Go ahead, Allan.
I have a question. The interview that he did, was it on MSNBC or was it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I've got a problem with that. I mean, if you're going to do that, say, look, be upfront about it, but it damages the credibility of MSNBC.
Well, Fox do the same shit. All of them do the same shit.
No, they don't.
Right, I was going to say the same thing.
That's really.
But y'all hired him, Allan. If you hire a guy that's an activist, that's a guy that get paid to be a hit man or a hit person or whatever, you know what you're getting. No, you know what? The NBC should have known better than to have somebody like him on TV. He was on there at one time. He was on there every day, and then he got into some shit, and then they put him on there one time. And I watch Morning Joe and his wife and shit. They full of shit too. All of them full of shit. All these the only people that got paid and did great in this election was the media. They all got paid, and the folks, the entertainers.
Isn't he part of the media?
No, he's a fucking shyster.
Oh No, you're not
I
talking
mean,
about
look,
the minister being a
wait a minute.
shyster, are you?
Yes, I am.
No, you couldn't be doing that, Jim. He's not calling the good
We
old
had the
Reverend
same
Al
thing.
Sharpton a shyster.
But he is a shyster.
We
He's
had the
a
same
I
thing.
shyster.
thought that was a friend of yours.
He's not a friend of mine. Shit,
In
Go.
9:10 a.m. Weren't there some people on Sri Thanadar's payroll who were getting him on the air, and they were fired because of that? Am I correct?
Yeah, listen, a fucking Kevin Adele is a piece of garbage. He don't even compare him to NBC and none of these other fuckers.
I don't, but
And listen, he had a different kind of setup. He says you can do this shit for free, and if you get your own fucking advertising, you can have it. But he was a greedy son of a bitch, because then he saw what people was getting and he wanted some of the shit. Right. Jim, what's your take on this?
On the money? It became a free-for-all. It's just a free-for-all. First of all, thanks to all our friends, Denzel and the music, our international friend, Music, and Derek. Thank you guys for paying attention. It's Thanksgiving. Thanks for all our associates out there that are paying attention. Well, this is the deal. It was free money. They looked at it like free money. I think that campaign just started handing out money. It was. When
you say it's free money, Jim, are you saying he didn't earn it? I mean, he did do the interview. I don't think it's free money.
I'm talking about the campaign.
I'm not knocking him.
Free money.
He earned it. He earned it. He earned it because he said it's going to cost you $500,000 to do an interview. And they paid him. They paid Beyonce. They paid everybody. Everybody got paid.
But okay, so listen. Let's be fair though. You talking about the Democratic Party paying people, the Republican Party paid people too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so,
but the Republicans won. Democrats didn't win.
Why are you picking on Al Sharpton? If we know that other people got paid on the other side as well.
You know why I'm picking on him?
Why are you picking on him?
Because I can pick on him because he's a person I wanted to pick on because I thought that he should have been looking out for this campaign. This was an important campaign. It's just like I was picking on the NAACP when they gave that fucker piece of shit Kid Rock an award and said he was he was great for the black community and he's a piece of garbage. So listen, yes, I'm a pick on him because I want to pick on him.
Listen, that's fine, that's your right, but the bottom line is this: whether she paid him $500,000,
that's why
lose anyway.
Well, that's why she in Hawaii. That's why the vice president is in Hawaii. That's why she lost. That's why a big ass head lost.
Because of Al Sharpton?
Yeah, Al Sharpton, Beyonce, all these assholes that they brought to the table. They paid all this money instead of they paid them. They paid them. We look at what they did in Michigan. Not one fucking thing. They didn't win shit. Nothing.
Because they weren't going to win. It was a bad candidate.
They had the bad people.
So where did the money come from? Ask yourself that question. It came from the people.
From people like me, you, and whoever gave her money. These motherfuckers are still asking for money. How much shit can you? They still asking for fucking money. They don't got $1 billion. What did they spend it on?
Right.
They spent $1 billion on what?
Yeah. You don't like my music said the celebrities were not paid. I know Oprah Winfrey said she did
not. Bullshit. That is bullshit. It's like listen, Sammy Davis Jr. got an award years ago from the NAACP. He said, I'm going to perform for free. And they said, okay, that's great. But then he said, you got to pay my orchestra $35,000 because they got to eat. Somebody got paid. Hey, listen, somebody got paid. They got paid. They paid these assholes Beyonce might have not got a check, but the people that did all the other shit with them, they got paid. And that campaign paid them.
Okay, so are you saying that they should not have got, listen.
No, they should have been giving that money to organizations that to get these people out to vote that they wanted to win. You damn right they shouldn't have got paid.
Listen.
Oprah Winfrey, Harpo, Harpo shouldn't have got paid.
Listen.
Stedman shouldn't have got paid. They all got paid.
You cannot tell me that if someone had got in contact with Detroit in black and white.
But I'm not. I am not NBC. I'm going to take the money. I'm going to take the money. I'm going to take the money.
Because I hear some hypocrisy here.
No, well, listen, I am not. Listen,
on that money.
I can deliver some votes. Obviously, they didn't deliver no votes. I got a fucking track record where I don't got people elected. Obviously, they didn't get shit.
Because they didn't call you to get you paid?
Well, they should have, and I would have got paid. Then you know what? Because I'm not a journalist. I used to be. Yeah, it is sour grapes. It is sour grapes. The motherfuckers didn't pay the right people to make it happen. Now, that's the bottom line, and that's what we're supposed to do. NBC, CBS, ABC, they all get paid. But why we can't get paid?
All you have to do is look through those finance reports, those candidate finance reports, and you can figure out the connections. If you want to spend a little time, you can link the connections. It takes a little work and a little effort and a little time, but you can see where the money's directed. And you don't think that Alyssa Slotkin was doing the same darn thing? Of course she was.
Yes. And listen, I ain't mad. Alyssa Slotkin did her thing. Alyssa Slotkin won. Alyssa Slotkin did whatever she wanted to do. She got the folks out there. And all I'm saying is, Democratic Party, they supposed to have been out there and invested all this money into the community, into organizations and shit. Now, if Al Sharpton would have delivered the National Action Network and he would deliver the votes, I'll say that's great. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he got paid to do. But now that NBC threw him under the bus saying, oh, we didn't know he was, they knew what Al Sharpton was. It's not like Al Sharpton was somebody that came out of nowhere. And they said, oh, we thought he was a journalist. Al Sharpton is who Al Sharpton is. He's an activist. He's a community person.
Yeah. What has MSNBC done something about his?
Oh, they pissed. They saying we didn't know he was paying. He was getting an interview and he got paid $500,000. Yes, they knew what the deal was. No question.
MSNBC is full of it. They've lost a lot of viewers as a result of that. So now they want to point their fingers at people. Listen, the man worked for it. He earned the $500,000. If he got paid more, I wouldn't personally have a problem with it.
I got a problem.
No, I don't have a problem with it. I just have a problem that he didn't deliver. He didn't deliver the fucking votes that he's supposed to deliver to this woman. We're gonna take a break and come back. And we continue the conversation. Detroit in black and white, our Wednesday.
In the heart of Detroit, Bruce Simpson. Our city ombudsman and his team are dedicated to making your voice heard. The City of Detroit Ombudsman is a liaison between the City of Detroit and all persons who have a complaint or inquiry into the operation of a city department or the conduct of a city employee. The Ombudsman works as an independent oversight to provide individuals with an opportunity of giving a confidential avenue to address complaints. You can reach the Ombudsman's office at 313-224-6000 or email us at ombudsmandetroitmi.gov. You can also visit us at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center. For more information, go to www.
Hi, I'm Eric Sabri, your Wayne County Treasurer. If you're living in a home of a deceased family member and you're facing property tax foreclosure, the probate process can be helpful to you. If you file a probate petition and notify our office, the foreclosure proceedings will be halted during the probate process. Contact us at 313-224-5990 or email us at taxinfo@waynecounty.com. We're here to help.
Yeah, welcome back to Detroit in Black and White. Go ahead, Al.
No, I just want to say, I mean, look, as a journalist, to know that I'm turning on a station, I don't care if it's Fox or whatever. I know there's going to be some softballs to somebody of the same, party or whatever. But if I knew, like, even Sean Hannity was getting paid $500,000 to do an interview with Donald Trump, it would scream of advertisement, period. And MSNBC, granted, they should have clarified to Al Sharpton from the very beginning, look, maybe they did not lay down guidelines, but I mean, as a journalist, it's outrageous. It would be the most egregious.
But he ain't a journalist. He's not a journalist.
But MSNBC presents itself as a news channel, and it tries to present with some integrity. When you're paid, we're never, in journalism, we're never allowed to pay anyone for an interview with the thought that they may tell you stuff.
But they do. Allan, they pay folks. ABC and CBS and NBC paid people to do shit. People get paid. No question. People get paid.
But not like that.
And that's what they do. People get paid. And they had Al Sharpton on one time, 7 fucking times a week. And then because they figured, we can't have him on. We'll put him on one day, whatever. But Al Sharpton is who Al Sharpton was. He had some credibility issues. Tawana Brawley, what's her name? Remember? Listen, they accused all these folks of raping her and doing all kind of shit. Then they found out it was bullshit. Right. And Al Sharpton is who Al Sharpton is, and I ain't mad at him. He know how to play the game. All I'm saying is he did not deliver. He got paid. He didn't deliver the votes. You got to deliver the votes. That's what I'm talking about. Deliver the fucking votes.
I don't know what they expected because listen, it wasn't because of Al Sharpton that
no, but he was part of the problem. That's all I'm saying. He's part of the problem that they did not have a game plan. They did not have a message. They had no message to their voters. They let people like Rashida Tlaib, Omar, and all them hijack the Democratic Party. They hijacked the party. The Arabs in Dearborn said, I'd rather have the Israelis bomb me out of existence and let me vote for Donald Trump than look at Biden. Now here we got a ceasefire. Ain't it kind of late? A ceasefire right now? We got a ceasefire over in Gaza or whatever.
We have a ceasefire in Lebanon.
Right.
Which really was, I mean, look, Iran, Hezbollah have been saber rattling for a long time. Lebanon, Hezbollah pretends that it's protecting Lebanon, but
they ain't protecting nobody. Yeah, those fuckers ain't protecting nobody.
Hezbollah attacked on October 8th Israel right after October 7th. And then the bombing went on for a year, and finally Israel took them down. Israel humiliated them.
How many motherfuckers you gonna kill? Listen, all I'm saying is Netanyahu is just like Trump and shit. Now Trump is in, and now we got a ceasefire in Lebanon and all this other shit. But all I'm saying is the state of, and I'm talking about the Democratic Party. Republicans won the fucking presidential race. They won. They won Congress. They won.
Right.
Democrats, here we are. Why is Jamie Harrison still the chair of the National Party? He should have been. He should have been kicked out, kicked into the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of Barnes, who she was a useless piece of nothing. She was invisible. That was the state party, and here we are right now. We Democrats in Lansing, it's we got till January because the Republicans going to take over the House in Lansing. Why is the Democrats not pushing their agenda right now? Lame duck shit. This is what Republicans do. They do lame duck shit. They do all kind of shit. The Democrats don't do shit. They sit up there and they walking around and they patting each other on the fucking back and shit. Fuck them. You know what? They a party of do nothing. They lost. They need their ass kicked.
Well, I agree. I think the party leadership, both at the state level and national level, was really rather weak.
It's fucked up.
We saw that in 2004
I don't disagree.
when John Kerry lost. The leadership was very weak. They brought in Howard Dean, who was probably one of the best DNC leaders I think that we've had in a long time.
Yeah, well, he didn't do shit though.
No,
he
did.
just
Obama won in 2008 and 2012. You know, I think he put the party back on track.
Well, the party ain't on track right now.
Well,
the party is fucked up.
It's a little lost.
Well,
lost ain't the word.
What I'm confused by is
go ahead,
the Democrats want to get take from the rich and give to the poor, but this campaign was more take from the poor, the union workers, the people that are making a moderate wage, and give to the rich. I'm confused. But
you know what? But you know what? These union people, all these people voted for Donald Trump. They got what they gonna get, and Donald Trump, he done said what he's gonna do, and he's gonna do it. And so I don't want to hear people crying, talking about the country's fucked up and whatever. You voted for this motherfucker, and you're gonna get him. But all I'm saying, and I'm going back to what my original thought is, that Harris and them, they spend all this fucking money on entertainers, rappers, piece of shit, preacher pimps, and everybody else, and they didn't spend it, and they didn't spend the money on the organizations that can get these people out to vote.
Right.
They didn't spend the money. They did not do it. They didn't come into Detroit. They didn't come into Saginaw. They didn't come into none of these places. They had all this money. They sat up there and they gave it to corporate America. Corporate America and the entertainment business got paid. And so here we are. That life is not going to change. No matter what Donald Trump do for the next 4 years, 10 years, 20 years, they're not going to change because they doing all right. But the regular folks that don't have shit, yeah, their life is going. They not gonna have shit. We got kids getting shot, 2-year-olds and shit. They fighting over whatever they fighting over, and the schools are fucked up and everything else. I'm just telling you. So, what we gonna do?
So, Adolph, we had one of our viewers said that they believe that the Democrats have lost sight of the grassroots. They didn't basically court the grassroots of the Democratic Party, and I think that statement is pretty
okay. No, that is true. They didn't. They lost their base. They lost their base. That's all. They lost their base.
Okay, so that was November the 5th. We found out that they lost the race. What do you do moving forward? I mean, we've been talking about this. You could
line all the leadership up against the wall and get rid of them.
But you know what? I think sometimes we misunderstand what I mean, we talk about labor always being, part of the Democrats, but labor is also. It struck me this time in particular that labor was not only about the individual worker, wasn't about labor and unions, but they were about conservative issues. They were about transgender. They were about prices of whatever. They weren't really voting as a block of unionists as they were more individuals, conservatives, and some. I think we have to figure out what that is. Before we decide and put them in one block and say this is labor. Labor is going to vote for all Democratic. Look, Joe Biden boosted the pensions when he got in. He boosted all these major pensions so that people would have pensions for a long, long time. And there was no appreciation for that, really.
Well, and you know what Joe Biden did? Listen, these for-profit piece of garbage schools like ITT Tech and University of Phoenix and all these Grand Canyon University, he made sure that people that got all these loans and shit, he wiped all that shit out. And those are the same people that voted against him.
Right.
Shit that he did for a whole lot of folks. And these are the same people that said, okay, yeah, he got rid of my student loans, but fuck him. I'm going with Donald Trump from Trump University, who took all my bullshit. This is what you know. What America is a motherfucker. I'm just gonna tell you.
And so are you.
Yes, there's no question.
And so are you.
We paid Snoop Doggy Dogg. We paid Beyonce. We paid Statman, Gayle King, all these motherfuckers, the hundreds of thousands of dollars. They couldn't deliver one motherfucking vote for Kamala Harris. Not one, not zero, nothing. They had a coming to Jesus meeting, and Jesus did not show up at the party. He did not come to the party. Yeah, there's no question about it. We fucked up.
Are you trying to say Jesus didn't come and drink the wine?
No, he didn't. He did not. He did not. I'm just telling you, this is what we're dealing with. The state of the Democratic Party, the state of the Democratic Party is fucked up. Whitmer, all these folks, they fucked up here in Michigan. Fucked up.
I don't see why when we talk about Mayor Duggan and Whitmer, I didn't see a high profile in terms of them really getting out there.
No, they didn't, because they got their own agenda, and listen, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
And David,
listen, I don't think if they'd have got out there and campaign big time, it wouldn't have been any good. I don't think it was a lost cause right from the beginning when they didn't get rid of Grandpa last year. Grandpa should have said I wasn't running 2 years ago. He should have just been a one-term president, and it would have been a whole different ball game. But and I have to give the vice president credit. She tried, but she was a failed candidate. She couldn't even run a real presidential campaign. She shouldn't have been the vice president. She shouldn't have been the vice president. My vice president was Stacey Abrams or Karen Bass or whatever, but it wasn't her. But we had her, and here we are. She's in Hawaii now. She's sipping on Mai Tais or whatever the fuck she drinking. She lost.
You know what?
We lost.
Look, whatever it is.
I thought you weren't a Democrat. You talking about we lost. I thought you weren't a Democrat.
Now listen, black folks lost. I ain't a Democrat. I'm just Adolph Mongo, and we have come to an end. Jim, you got that police look now. Your final thought.
I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me tonight. I enjoyed the conversation when I could hear it. I had little challenges, but I'm good. Thanks.
Allan Lengel, your final thought.
I'll say I think you're being a little harsh on Kamala Harris. I think she was asked to step up to the plate. She
And
did.
she struck out. She
Well,
struck out.
yeah. Well, you know what? She didn't have
Strike
time.
one.
It took
Strike
her.
two.
It,
Strike three.
all right, let me finish. They had only about final 30 days. She finally got it together in how to be a candidate. Before that, she didn't know how to deal with the press. She didn't know how to answer the questions right. And she finally figured out, well, it was too late, apparently. But, and you know what? The Democrats played nice. They brought knives to a gunfight. And the Republicans were out to win. They were dirty. They played
And
to
they
every
won.
fear. They played
And they
to
won.
every fear of of bigotry, of transgender, of immigration, demonizing the immigrants, and and then people just
And
wanted to
all those
change.
people voted for him.
Yeah, people wanted to change.
Okay, Vanessa.
Listen, I said this summer that it was too late in the game to have her run as the president of the United States. It is what it is. Listen, I want to thank everybody that's watching the show tonight. Derek Henry. I don't like my, if you don't like my music, or I don't like my music, whatever the heck his name is, Marlon Holt. I would like to thank everyone that is viewing this show, Detroit Black and White, this evening. Thank you so much for watching. We want you to continue to watch, like, subscribe, and share. Tonight, I can say that it is the Detroit Black and White show, because tonight was really Adolph Mongo's rant against the Democratic Party. But
No, well, tomorrow
Thanksgiving.
Tomorrow is a fucking Thanksgiving. Fuck Thanksgiving. We need to be doing. We need. I hope y'all listen. I know what Jim is gonna be tomorrow. Lions, right, Jim?
I'll be there. I shall be there. Yep.
Oh, really?
Fuck the Lions. Fuck all them.
Go
And we'll
Lions.
be back on Friday. Detroit in Black and White, Allan Lengel, Vanessa Moss, Jim Nardone, Teresa. Yeah, listen, you don't have to worry about me coming to nobody's house begging for some turkey.
You're
I hate
not
turkey.
invited. You're not
Listen,
invited.
I don't want to be invited. We'll see you Friday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.